Hey, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We should be live now. The bitrate is dying. That's going to be a bit of a theme throughout this. We're taking it back to the trenches with this one. Hey. What an absolute banger right here. So, as you can tell, ladies and gentlemen, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. I fucking know. So, I'm back in Scotland for a couple of weeks. That's good in some ways. It's good because I get to see my family, my friends again. We got the old setup, which might be a little bit nostalgic for some of you guys. It's bad in some ways. One of those particular ways being that my friend's Wi-Fi is even worse than it was before I got here in the first place. Like, when I was here before, the Wi-Fi was a lot better for streaming. It was smoother, had a better bitrate and whatever. And now he's like switched to a new provider and it's even worse. So I'm just trying to get my best to figure out how to get this going smoothly. Maybe I'll put the bitrate down a little bit. Thank you for that request right there. Alvin Park, much appreciated, man. If I keep pushing the bitrate down, eventually we'll get to the point where it works, alright? Now, hold on, let me just approve that request. Everything is a lot smaller on this as well. I'm not used to streaming from my laptop again, which is what we're doing now as well. Let me know if you guys can hear me clearly. Also, if there is buffering, let me know how bad the buffering is, because I can't see shit on this little screen in front of me. So we're just kind of really winging it. It's going to be, like I said, we're going back to the trenches with this one, okay? So yeah, and you might have also noticed no multi-streaming on Twitch today because the internet can barely handle streaming just to YouTube alone. I might have to put the... Man, I was going down to a 10,000 bitrate. I don't think it could even handle that. 8,000 is the minimum they recommend, I'm pretty sure. Maybe we'll go minimum, alright? The quality will be a little not great, but it might make the stream a bit smoother. As long as it's not like clipping out anything that I'm saying, I think we could deal with a little bit like lower visual quality, right? We're really throwing it back with this one, man. Isn't this the same place where you did the lovely Honestly Never Mind reaction? It must have been, yeah. So we are back here again. I've also got like a pretty cheap lighting setup because I didn't bring my lights over from Toronto. We'd have to pay for an extra suitcase and it would have cost more than just buying a couple cheap lights here in Scotland. So they're pretty intense. They might not give the most even lighting. It might be a bit harsh, but it's what we're going with. All right, we'll make it work. All in all, it seems to have smoothed out a little bit now. So yeah, that's also why we got the YouTube only chat on the screen right here rather than the combined multi-chat, because Twitch people aren't getting this one. Sorry to the people that usually frequent Twitch. Yeah, that's the harsh white light there, Zept here. Yeah. I can't even it out enough. I don't even have like soft boxes on these lights. It's just raw power. Raw light coming at me. So, with that being said, let's get into the queue today. I looked over that way because my camera is usually over there. It's muscle memory. Let's get into the queue today. We're going to get started with this, and hopefully everything is going to go smoothly. At least Streamlabs can maybe give us a bit of a smooth experience, right? We're starting off with a request from Zeptier today. Also, I don't think we have any album length requests in the queue. Well, there's one that technically is an album, but both of them are around EP length, the two longer requests that we have in the queue so far today. So Zeptier is saying here, a bit different this one. These two requests, this song and the next, are about my favorite faction in Warhammer 40k, the Night Lords, a legion of space marines known for utilizing terror tactics over regular space marine tactics. I love their aesthetic. So we're kicking it off with some Warhammer 40k music right here. Also don't have my soundboard. Didn't bring that with me. So yeah, we are going to see how this goes right here. Thank you for sending this one in, Zeptier. I'll just open it up just to confirm who the artist is on this one. Hold on. Oh, it's a lengthy track. Legio Symphonica. Hey, thank you for that one. The Wizard. Why is the text black? You can't read that. I think I changed that for Toronto because the wall behind me is white. Let me alter that for a second. Ave Dominus Nox, I believe, is how you would say that. If it's wrong, don't correct me. Let me believe I was wrong, okay? Or believe I was right with that one. How do I change the font for the alert box? We're off to a flying start, everybody. Wait, I've almost got it. Font settings. Text color. Take that. Shift it over to... Where the fuck is white? Huh? That's got to be white. It should be white now. My force dark mode on Chrome is tripping me up with actually seeing what the color is, but hopefully the font should be white now. So, with that being said, make soundboard noises with your mouth. That could be one way of doing it. My request will only play about 140 seconds when I did a $20 request. What's going on? How long is the request itself, Ocean Spirit Blue? Because you might have sent maybe more than what the request is, possibly. That might be the issue. But let me know. Well, let's get into it with this one right here. And hopefully it's going to be a relatively smooth experience, or about as smooth as it can go over here. My apologies for the Wi-Fi situation here. It's what small town Scotland is like. They don't even have fiber optics in this area, so we're struggling out here. Thank you for this one, Zeptier. Let's hope we kick it off with a bang. 218 is the runtime of it. Okay, so that has a runtime of 138 seconds. So 140 is like, yeah, that's the max it could go for based on the length of the song. At least it's viewable. I'll take that. I'll take that. As long as, like, I know it's not going to be the best experience. And once again, sorry for that. But as long as it's, like, decently watchable, I'll take it. Man, this is ominous to kick it off. Got to tweak the volume and everything. Make sure it's kind of at the right level. But with the length of this track, we're starting off with one that is about 9 minutes. I assume it'll take some time to get building up and going. Also, YouTube have changed their like live stream dashboard layout, so that's tripping me up a bit here too. Oh, okay, video for this one. Hold on. We'll do that. We'll do that. Pause that for a sec. Put this on the screen. I don't think that should affect... We were about maybe like 30 seconds in. We'll do 25 seconds just to be sure. Okay, window capture. Let me just get this sorted out as well. We kind of have to do everything from scratch again here. Hold on. Did I have it set up correctly before? Oh. I mean... kind of works, right? Yeah. Man, I almost have this set up a little bit better than I do in Toronto, other than the fact it's maybe cutting off a corner of the video. This isn't so bad. Okay. Only problem is I cannot read the chat now, because if I switch over the tab, obviously it's going to, like, you know, it's going to switch the window capture. So I won't be able to read the chat because it's too small. I can't read it on my screen. Get it on my phone, but I feel like that's, you know, it's not necessary for one song. Okay. See those colorful blankets back there? That's all my... Well, I was going to say roommate, but I guess he's not technically my roommate now. I'm just staying here temporarily. He's very into his psychedelic imagery. As you can tell by the mushrooms on the shelf, too. Video getting ominous too. You know what? I am gonna get the chat up on my phone because it feels weird not being able to see what you guys are saying while I'm doing it. There we go. Okay, perfect. I'd love to do another Bad Songs Roulette soon, King Marcus. Probably will do it when I'm back in Toronto. So that we, you know, have better Wi-Fi for it. Okay. Oh, I'm kind of over the... There we go. Mainly for the translation, so it doesn't matter if I cover a bit of the video here. It's interesting watching my own stream. Nice drums there. Ooh. Organs there too. Suitably dramatic for what it is. Really love this setup. Yeah, it's a classic one, Kenzie. It's a throwback. Also, let me know how the audio is on your end for you guys. If me talking is too loud, if the music is too loud, or if it's just right. Come mention. Okay. Damn, is it 2023 again? Exactly, it's a bit of a throwback here. Fleet come. Alright, I'm not gonna do that each time it comes up. We'll be mature here. And a Nemo Mansion. Music maybe a bit quiet. I can fix that. That should boost it quite a bit right there already. Horror has found you first. Man. Okay. It's also weird adjusting to the different time zone here. Like, I'm starting to stream at what, like 7:15 p.m. Probably gonna finish. Depends how long this one goes, but past midnight, probably. And this one really takes you through a whole experience right here. Since when are we mature out here? It's a fair point, Killjoy. That's never been a staple of the bad gang. I'm also like just recovering from a cold now too, so like all the situation, everything is ideal right now. Damn. It's pretty hardcore. Man, they make some baller music for Warhammer 40k. Why are the people interested in this game such avid musicians too? So your request, it didn't show up on the queue, Alex. Maybe you could just let me know what it is, I'll make a note of it, and we'll get to it where it should be. Hey, thank you for that one, Archive. Oh yeah, I can't approve it right now because it'll switch the screen. Also the text, oh, but maybe there's not text on that one. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, so I can't switch it from top chat to live chat MC Encore. I'm not sure why, but it doesn't let me do it on OBS. Oh, the Google Doc probably is their Archive. I tried to change the color of the font for the Streamlabs donation messages because they were black before. It probably stayed with the black font, so it just wasn't visible on the screen. Ooh. I'm bringing back in the vocals right there. Unfortunately, you have to be careful with music in Warhammers. There's a lot of people who use AI to make the music. Yeah, I guess that makes sense that people would do that, in the sense that, you know, especially if you're making music from the perspective of a character, it's easier to just sound like them using AI, but then can take away from it in some ways, for sure. Nice. Damn, I got lost in that one. I think what's quite nice about this setup is this setup feels quite cozy. Can just put on the music, vibe out to it, get lost in it a little bit, and have a good time. I thought that was pretty damn solid for what it was. Didn't entirely feel like 9 minutes to me. I just kind of managed to get lost in it and have fun with the drama in there. It had strings, always a fan of strings, some good organs in there, and yeah, I think that was really effective for what it was. The drums were pretty hard hitting too. Let me just double check the chat right here. So the two you've sent in don't use AI, which is always a good thing, Zeptier. Yeah, the bass line there as well, Movie Madman, that was really sick on that track. It's pretty cool, like I was saying, that a lot of people in the sort of like Warhammer 40k scene can make some pretty cool music about it as well. You know, it just kind of further adds to the experience for people that are interested in it. And yeah, I quite enjoyed that. I'd probably give that a solid... might go for an 8 to start off with. Some cool lines in there as well, related to the concept of the track. Some pretty badass sounding ones. So yeah, we're going solid 8 to kick it off. Rating system should work good, even without the soundboard. That's good. Probably doubled up as well, let me know if it did. I kind of liked hearing it for a little bit, but yeah. Did not feel like 9 minutes. Yeah, it felt maybe like maximum 5, I would say, Yoshi. Went by pretty quick, in a good way, of course, because that means enjoying the experience. There we go. It was doubling. Yeah, I thought so. We'll sort that out as we go along. So thank you for sending that one in, Zaptier. I think this was a really solid one. And again, I think I've said this for them before, but it's always cool when you can make music about a game that I've never played before and I don't really know anything about it, and have me interested in the song and kind of locked into the vibe of it. And, you know, I think that's a pretty cool thing. It wasn't horny enough, as in you wanted there to be more horns in the song. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. More horns, more horniness, never hurt nobody. So that could be a little bit more in there. Thank you very much for that one, Zeptier. Cool way to kick this off. But yeah, I think someone said earlier on, might have been Yoshi, saying that jet lag and a cold. Yeah, jet lag and a cold is an interesting combo. Yeah, it felt really weird being on the tail end of a cold on the plane because, like, the air is pretty dry on there, and obviously, trying not to pass it on to anybody on the confined space that is a plane. So yeah, it was a not the most comfortable trip to get over here, and I am still like trying to get my sleep schedule caught up over here, and there's a bit of jet lag going on, but I'm happy to be back here. It is really nice to see everybody again, and still got to fit in the streaming though. We're still out here doing it. Oh man, so if I'm a bit sniffly today, holy shit, that bitrate drop. That'll be why. It was actually after last week's stream, like directly after it, that I started getting a cold. Because at first, I remember I thought it was just that like my throat hurt from like talking a lot on the stream because it was a bit of a longer one last week, and I was like, oh, I must have just been like talking super forcefully, and it irritated my throat a bit, and then it wasn't going away, and then my nose started to run, and then I knew, fuck, I'm in for a rough one. Why do you always stream when it is my bedtime? It's just what the timing happens to be like MC Encore. We are going to get some like pretty hefty bitrate drops, sadly, throughout this. It's just the way it's got to be. I can't fix it. The Wi-Fi is the way that it is. Let me try and readjust the font to get it to the white font. Let's see. Oh, wait, I think I could do this. Then drag that down here. Is that white? Oh, fucking hell. I don't know. I'm not going to mess with it too much. The buffering is vicious. Oh, Christ. At least you're also working while sick, which isn't good for you or the recovery, but at least I'm not alone in my struggles. Yeah, I'm pushing through it, and for me, it's like it started last Wednesday, so it's like got to the point where it is starting to get better, So, it could be a lot worse. It was rough on the first day after the stream last week. Oh, that day was not nice. So yeah, your request didn't show up on the queue, Alex. But you could let me know what it is, because you're like the payment did come in, the tip came in, the tip message and everything, but just the actual song itself didn't. So if you just let me know the name, I'll make a note of that, and we'll play it right where it should be, because it's Rest in Pog's, or yeah, it's Rest in Pog's request next, and then it should be your one right after that, Alex. Oh, also, it's trying to throw some Bad Bunny back in the queue. This is from last week. Streamlabs is messing up too. This is the ending song from last week, but it's Rest in Pog up next. With some RM. Man, this is really shit Wi-Fi. I didn't think it would be so bad. It's the UK phone company 3. It's their Wi-Fi, so I don't know. I'd never trust Wi-Fi from a mobile company, but I don't know. It's what he got, all right? So blame everybody, blame my friend, all right? We got to blame him for this one. He wasn't thinking to himself, What if I was going to say CDTV as if I haven't like said my first name before. I don't think he was thinking, So, could be a bit smoother, hopefully. We're going to get into the next one right here. RM, Lost, and Rest in Pog is saying for this one, from the leader of BTS, RM's Right Place, Wrong Person. Funny enough, there is some clear Tyler, the Creator influence here. Okay. Let's see how this goes. So, let's see if I can find the lyrics for this on Genius, and then we'll get it going. Oh, I accidentally closed the tip history. My God, it's so weird readjusting to different location, different streaming from a different piece of hardware, my laptop, which is busted as well. It's really, we're doing the budget stream here, all right? Hey, thank you, Tom. Appreciate it, man. With the Wi-Fi. I guess you could say that. You could put it in that category. Wi-Fi from a phone company is the technical equivalent to my friend is a mechanic. Yeah. What we're doing here is we're running it back to this is a throwback stream to the old school days of streaming, all right? When streaming first became a thing and you had to do everything super low quality, that's what we're doing, all right? It's actually nostalgia. That's how we'll save it. Let's go. Thank you for this one, Rest in Pog. I keep looking over there. It's muscle memory. Even though I know the camera's right here. Oh. You know what it reminds me of immediately? You were mentioning the sort of like Tyler the Creator kind of influence here, Rest in Pog. To me, it sounds like when Playboy Carti is on a Tyler song, like a kind of earthquake kind of vibe. Ooh, synths feel really Igor-y. Interesting. I think it was more so just like the high-pitched, almost like kind of baby-esque voice on the intro part, Rest in Pog, but hey. And I look up in the sky, it's a silver cloud, you heard it. Underground, pick it up, throw it in the trunk. Very smooth track so far. Pick it up, throw it in the trunk, dump it underground, pick it. Hang on. Okay. So it should have smoothed out a bit for a second just now. I tried connecting to my hotspot and it just didn't work. It said it couldn't connect. Now, it's going to be back for a little second. It might start lagging again. What I genuinely might have to do today is dropping so fast. I might have to just refund everyone on the stream and maybe we do it on a different day. I could go back to like my family home, which is like, you know, like maybe 5-10 minutes away on a different day. And we could do it there instead because... yeah, don't worry, I didn't play any music during the time that it was lagging like crazy. Like, it's actually, how can it be that bad? Like, how can the upload speed be so shit that we're getting like 1,000 kilobits per second? There's no way. There's no way. Like, I knew the Wi-Fi was going to be worse. I didn't know the experience would be that rough, you know? I didn't know it would be this bad. I just need to figure out, because my brother stays there just now, I need to figure out what my brother's shifts are like and what our Wi-Fi is like there. And worst case scenario, I'm going to test it out, you know, back there for next week in particular, because this is barely usable. It's smooth just now. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to continue with the stream right now. If we get a major drop like that again, I'm going to end the stream and refund everybody who has sent in requests, because obviously it's going to be, you know, unwatchable. It's starting to drop again. So I am very much enjoying the song itself, Rest in Pog. The song itself is great, but the experience of, you know, streaming my reaction to it has been rough. So I might have to refund everything past this point, including this one, if we do stop just now. Should we try finishing it? We could try finishing it if you would like, Rest in Pog. It's kind of having its dips here and there. But yeah, I really, it wasn't this bad with the previous company we had for internet. Okay, how is it just now? Is it like bad? Has it stopped? You guys let me know, and if it has, we'll call it a day. All right, I'll keep you updated on the Discord on what's gonna happen. You know, maybe we'll just do next week instead. I don't know, but we'll figure it. Okay. This is it in 720p. If it's still cooked now, then we're just screwed, man. Hopefully we're going to be okay going forward, but I don't know if it's still going to freeze up. It might just be like still cooked. I don't understand what's wrong with this. Man, maybe it's just got a really shitty upload speed. Let's see, is there anything in stream settings that affects it? Don't know. Hopefully it stays okay here. It should be illegal, alright? To make Wi-Fi like this possible. I am so stressed right now. Okay. We're apparently back for a bit. This might smooth out a little bit. Should we continue with the song? Thank you to everybody sticking in the stream throughout this, by the way, because I imagine this is as frustrating for you guys as it is for me as well. I didn't think it would go this rough. All right, let's continue the track. All right, we might be able to do this now. Thank you, Ash, for reminding me that I was trying to stream in 1440p, and this is probably not the best for this kind of setup. Okay, kind of funny to me. Okay, as long as you're getting some entertainment out of it, I'm cool with it, you know? Let's go. Okay. Is this going from the start of the song again? We'll go, like, obviously it was lagging like shit, so we won't go right to where we were, but we'll skip forward a little bit. Oh, okay. It doesn't want to go further than that. Oh, crisis may be averted. 15 free album requests as a thank you. You got it, Ash. It dropped again. It looks smooth on my end, did it? Hold on. And I look up in the sky, the silver cloud, you hurry. It's not okay. Wait. One thing I can maybe suggest, if it is lagging for you, is it doesn't seem to be lagging for most people. So if it is for you, refresh it, and that might be the issue, because it might not have updated the. I don't know how it all works, but maybe that will help. Underground, pick it up, throw it in a truck, dump it underground, pick it up, now let's go talk. Now we can just vibe and enjoy the music ideally. Blurry CDTV goes hard, let's go. I'll take blurry over lag. Blurry we can work with. The song sounds extra good when you've managed to get the lag fix. And in the morning I feel love, I hug it in excitement. RM is fluent in English, fun fact. Yeah, like this, basically the entire song outside of like a couple lines has been in English. Ooh. This part in particular feels very Tyler. Now YouTube is telling me the stream's current bitrate is higher than the recommended bitrate. You think you're funny, YouTube?
I got temptation.
And the piano's going right there. The album has features from Erykah Badu and Lil Sims.
I got temptation.
Might have to save that to the library, rest in pog.
I got temptation.
The setup is nice when it works, you know?
I got temptation. I got temptation. I got them.
And then we just got a bit of silence at the end of the video, I would assume, right here. Yeah, that was a pretty great listen when we finally got it to work. Oh, it skipped off the screen. Let me just
Guys
fix
shading
that.
our back. We haven't guessed in a minute. Feels
Interesting. We'll see what that is when we get around to that. But yeah, it really does seem like the issue was trying to stream in 1440p. 1080p even might have worked, but we're going to play it safe with 720. You know, ever since then, it looks like everything has been relatively smooth. So we're good now. Oh, so Erykah Badu is not on it. Either way, I'd still check out the RM album after this track right here, Rest in Pog, because I thought this was very smooth. Like you said, it felt very Tyler the Creator influenced. The synths had quite a Igor feeling to them, which that's an amazing album. So anything that reminds me of that, that's a plus in my book. And as you were saying, RM is fluent in English as well. So basically the entire track here was in English outside of 2 lines in the verse and 1 line in the pre-chorus. And yeah, it just came off very naturally, very smooth. And it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 producers on this. Fair enough for how it sounded. RM was one of them. I thought the track was really good, and I'd be interested in checking out this album, Right Place, Wrong Person. If this is an indication of, you know, even slightly how it might sound. I'm going to give that one a strong... We'll give it a good 8, actually. Yeah, I was about to say 7, but I don't know why I wouldn't go up to an 8 with that one. That's a good 8 for me. Really good production, great rapping. That's going to double up, but I'll sort that.
That's good.
Each rating is going to double up the first time you hear it, but I'll fix it so it doesn't come through the second time for each one. 720p is still good quality. It could be worse, you know? We'll make it work. Last time I got a haircut was a minute ago. I'm going to get one probably tomorrow, MC Encore, because I'm going away for the weekend. Family friend's wedding on Saturday that I'm going to, so got to get trimmed up before then. Oh, so how's it going, Schmirko? Welcome, welcome. Fun fact, bad video quality but good audio quality is always better than good video quality but bad audio quality. Something to do with human psychology. I probably mostly agree with that. I think that's what a lot of people say. Like, first thing you should try and get sorted out for the most part is your audio quality. Because, like, yeah, bad or like super fuzzy, grainy audio quality, that's probably going to bug people more than poor visual quality, at least earlier, you know? But yeah, that was a very cool track right there. The stream has been saved. Hey, everybody, let's give a round of applause to Space Ashes right here, all right? Stream would have been cooked without Ash here today, so Ash actually saved this one. Also, I saw that thumbnail of yours, Ash, that has been going around Twitter recently. Good stuff on that. Banger right there. So, that was a great track as well, Rest in Pog. So, thank you for sending that one in. And I actually saved that RM album right now. Guess I could turn off my phone hotspot. That won't be needed anymore. I Got Temptation. So, that was RM's album from 2024, right? God, even my phone is super slow as well. Everything Everything in my life is just slow. Yeah, Little Sims is on it. Nice. Great feature. Download that. Lovely. So with that being said, thank you for sending that one in. Rest in Pog. We've saved it all right here. Shame I can't go back to what you said about my message. Which message, Rest in Pog? I could get back to you about it again. If it was lagging during that. Next one we have is coming in from Ash M. Let's get this loaded up here. Or actually, the next one would be Alex's request, right? Alex Green. Is Alex still in here? Because Alex's request didn't show up in the queue. So if we could just get the name of that request, then we will we'll play it right now. Hey, how's it going, bro? Okay, so what was the name of your request, Alex? I'll get that up right now, and we can play it. Because I have your tip message and everything that you originally sent here. Just the song itself, just need the name, and we're good to go. Oh, was it lagging when I was reading your request message, Rest in Pog? Oh. Well, for the most part, I think I got kind of addressed it during the reaction, right, with the Tyler influence, which was the main thing you mentioned being in there, right? Oh, you were late to it. I see. Yeah, so, pretty much, yeah, I agree with you on what you said in it, and very great track. Very great track. So, Earth People, Dr. Octagon is Alex's request. So let me get this up on Spotify right here. If it's on here. Dr. Octagon, I've always meant to listen to, I don't know how many albums he has, but, oh, this is the album that I've been, you know, well, nope, not that song, this song. I've always been meaning to listen to the album that this song, which is the request, is from, Dr. Octagon Ecologist. If you look up in lists of, like, best concept albums and stuff like that, usually you'll see this on here. And I've never checked out. It's from 1996, this one. Why is it so dark in the room? So the lighting setup that I've got, I've left my lights that I usually use in Toronto, Schmirko, because I'm only going to be here in Scotland for a couple of weeks, and I just bought some cheap lights that I could like keep over here. So they're like not the best quality, but they get the job done, right? I can still be seeing. So they kind of work, you know. We're doing everything here on a lower level. Let's go. So, Alex is saying for this one right here, since we're in spooky season, might as well send in some freak shit. Nice. Dr. Octagon is an alter ego of rapper Cool, rapper Cool Keith when dropping his dark conceptual debut album, with production from Dan the Automator, the same guy behind Gorilla's self-titled. Okay, there we go. That does sound pretty fun. Let me just get some lyrics up for this, and we will get it going. Dr. Octagon with Earth People. The one good thing about this is that Spotify does play it in the background on my laptop, so it actually updates it on OBS without me having to hover over Spotify the whole time. That's pretty cool. Looks fine, it is just more shady now. I'll take it, you know, we can make it work. We're just, we're in our dark brooding phase, okay? We're out here accepting the darkness into our lives. So I don't know if I'll be free for a call while I'm here, Ash, which obviously isn't great because the time zone difference is better here. But just because I'm only back here for 2 weeks and it's my first time back in Scotland for 15 months. I haven't been back here since I moved to Toronto. So like every day I'm going to be going out to see my family or going out with my friends. And then I have that wedding this weekend, which I'm away Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for. So it's just going to be like a packed schedule until I fly back pretty much. But I will let you know if some free time comes up during my stay here. So let's see what we get right here with Dr. Octagon's Earth People. I hope this is going to, you know, give me the push that I need to check out the full project right here. Because like I said, been meaning to listen to it for a while. It's got a really cool cover as well, I think. You can kind of see it down there in the Spotify thumbnail. Yeah, where'd my strip club lighting go? See it. I am not purple anymore.
First patient, pull out the skull, remove the cancer. Breaking his back, chisel next for the answer. Supersonic, bionic, robot, voodoo power. Equator X, my chance to flex skills on Ampex. With power meters and heaters, gauge antifreeze, octagon, oxygen, and aluminum intoxicants. More weight that blow blood cells in your face. React with 4 bombs and 6 fire missiles. Armed with 7 rounds of space doodle pistols. You may not
We Earth people.
Earth
Nice.
planet. My skin is green and silver. Forehead looking mean. Astronauts get played tough like a ukulele. As I move in rockets, overriding levels. Nothing's aware. Same data. Same
Such a
system.
cool beat. Dan the Automator did a great job with this one. For a 1995 beat, it's really cool as well.
California, Earth people, I was born on Jupiter. Earth people, New York and California. Earth people, I was born on Jupiter. Earth people, New York and California. Earth people, I was born on Jupiter. Earth people, New York and California. Earth people, I was born on Jupiter.
Very fun track so far.
You can't tell me I'm not in space with the National Guard, United States Enterprise. Diplomat of swing with aliens at my feet, coming down a rampart through beam on the street. Obsolete, confused compounds and dead sounds. As I locate intricately.
That sound kind of otherworldly. Yeah, it does a good job at having that alien sound to it. Cool Keithers and Gully Boys top 5. Hell yeah. I know Eminem's giving him a shout out before Cool Keith.
I got cosmophonic, press a button, change my face. You recognize, so what? I turn invisible, make myself clear, reappear to you visual. Disappear again, zap like an android. Face the fact, I fly on planets every day. My nucleus friend, prepare, I return again.
He has multiple alter egos, right?
Earth people, New York and California. Earth people, I was born on Jupiter. Earth people, New York and California.
Oh, we got a little dip there in the bitrate, but hopefully it won't be as drastic anymore.
Earth people, I was born on Jupiter. Earth people, New York and California. Earth people, I was born on Jupiter.
Nice. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have any luck saying otherworldly 3 times fast back to back. I struggle with 1 time, Schmirko. Nice bit of scratching on the hook.
Sending FedEx, I program 1 and go to Earth through the fax machine. My number 709-755-6EL3, computer file 93. Digital level, standing on the terminal, upside down through polygons, fighting pentagons. Changing blue skin, my brown colors coming back. I'm psychedelic this time, coming rainbow. Look at the green lights and y'all see my brain glow. 5 colors, yellow, black, and red, and green, purple. Earth people, New York and California. Earth people, I was born on Jupiter. Earth people, New York and California. Earth people, I
On
was born
track.
on Jupiter. Earth people, New York and California. Earth people, I was born on Jupiter.
Shouldn't be too long now, Ocean Spirit Blue. Let me double check for you.
Earth people, I was born on Jupiter.
Hey. 1, 2, 3 requests before yours after this one, which is just about to finish up here. Fair enough, Ashem. What do you not like about this one? And we're closing it out with some scratching. I don't think we're getting like the full track right up to the end, but I'm liking that scratching. I'm gonna move a bit closer to my desk. Am I gonna mess up the framing here? No, that's actually quite comfortable. That's better. One thing I forgot that also sucks here is this chair. No wonder I was in pain streaming from this back when I was living here. This is not the finest piece of work, and it's very loose, kind of leans to one side. But yeah, Earth people, I found this one pretty fun. I think it had a fun, otherworldly, vibe to it. Got it in one right there. And I think, Cool Keith, or Dr. Octagon right here, had some interesting vocabulary and lyricism that added to this sort of like weird, alien, different kind of alternative feel to it. I thought it was pretty fun. Yeah, it should be smoother now, Scarecrow, but earlier on in the stream was pretty impossible, but I think we sorted it out by going down to 720p, so should be okay now. Ash is saying, personally, his flow is a little off. Over this kind of beat, I'd expect something more catchy or bouncy. Also, you heard Cheat Codes 2 is coming out soon. I don't think I did hear about that, Ash, but I will be tapping in, because Cheat Codes 1, banger. It's amazing, so I can't wait to hear Cheat Codes 2. But yeah, I guess the cadence is like a little kind of off kilter, I feel like is the best way to describe it, which obviously that's not going to be for everybody. I think for me in this specific context it works because of like just this kind of weird vibe that the track has going for it, and Cool Keith sort of rapping as this character, as Dr. Octagon here. I think for me that almost makes the weirdness of the flow kind of work a little bit. And the cadence was still like smooth enough for me for it to work. So personally, I enjoyed the track. I'd give it a nice solid like 7, a high 7 for this one. Of course it's going to double up. I'll sort it out. Yeah. I'm going to miss hearing my soundboard. I'm going to have to mute the output, but it's all good. We have Wayne on Mars, and now Dr. Octagon is from Jupiter. Now the question is, who is going to claim the other planets? Who's getting Neptune? Who's getting Mercury? We got to figure out who is getting everything out there. Yeah, anyone trying to go back to see what they missed, they got no chance, Scarecrow. Low-key, the doubling up a vibe. You know, I will say there is something personally that I think is quite endearing about a very scuffed stream. So, this one's kind of hitting all the marks, if you ask me. It's going pretty well in that regard. So yeah, I enjoyed this one, Alex, and I think I would enjoy this album. I'm curious to see if it would have enough steam to kind of carry it for the entire length, because being a 1996 album, this one is 20 tracks, 1 hour 5 minutes. It's a lengthier one, but I would hope that it would make for a good listen the whole way through. For this specific track, I thought it was pretty fun. Oh, Future's got Pluto and Pharrell has Neptune. Good point. We need to see who's going to take all the other planets. Hey, thank you for that one, Jay Denellery. Thank you very much. There we go. And very nice production there as well. If memory serves right, the jazz artist Sun Ra claims Saturn, I think. Damn, maybe every planet has been claimed. It probably has been, but maybe there's one planet that is neglected. You'd think Pluto would maybe be the one that's neglected, if you're going to count it as a planet, but Future got that one. I got heavy Doom vibes from Cool Keith. They both got multiple fun personas and unorthodox rap styles. Would recommend to any Doom fans to check them out. I mean, yeah, I've loved what I've heard from Doom. I still need to check out the full MF Doom discography. I've been lingering on Food forever, but I really love that album. It's kind of like an all-timer for me, and that's one I heard through these very streams. Just fully been stuck on that because I love that project. But he's got other albums. I need to dive through them. He has several other albums. And, I'm doing myself a disservice by not checking them all out. Lil Dicky has Earth. No. How did we let him claim Earth? We can't do this. Lag spike. Got a little lag spike, but I don't think we're getting any catastrophic ones now, so we should be good. So let's switch back over to the media share queue for this one, and see what we're going to get on this next request, which comes in, I believe, from Ash M. We're not going to see who can guess the movie faster right here, although that would be pretty fun, you know, a little game for the stream, but the actual request is in the tip message. Ash M is saying right here, this is a song, unmixed, that I've made with a guy called Amiri Moreno. I'm verse 1, he's verse 2. Enjoy. I thank you for this one, Ash. Much appreciated, man. We'll check this out and see how it goes. So, of course, we'll all keep in mind that it's unmixed and see how it's going to turn out right here. Classic little Google Drive link here. So I will put the name on the screen right here. Ash M. Looks like the song name here is 24 Hours. And featuring, what was the name? Amiri Moreno, right? Amiri Moreno. Whew, there we go. It should work. Why don't we make that the same size as... There we go. Lovely. Everything's working now. I can put a smile on my face. All right. I was really worried for a second that we were genuinely going to have to end the stream today. I was going to have to send everybody refunds and we just have to cut it off and I'd have to figure out a backup plan. But we seem to be doing all right now. And I'm really happy about that. We could just keep things going nice and smoothly. So let's see what we get right here. Thank you for sending this one in, Asham. And we're going to see what we think of it. Maybe turn it down a little bit, because you never know with Google Drive links what the audio balancing will be like.
Well, in time, would you say you ought to be able to wrap this up in 24 hours?
Legend has it that my blades have an edge, and that they devour rappers, but I say that in jest. Before you digest, rewind and replay what I said. The last thing you see is the razor edge set of the flame breathing best. Still stay with a tech like strange
a little bit of bait in the delivery.
You remember the tune that left them reduced to embers. The truth defender who adventure to the rudimenter. We pillar killers will flee when they see the blue avenger. Caesura vendor stands a stamp for the underdogs with a muzzle on. Better be punching.
Really like the drums there. They're nice and punchy.
I'm gonna keep my back with the flows I stumble on. Never gonna fumble. Gotta be the way to go get it from my uncle's arms. And all my family until I recorded Grammy awarded platinum reported symposium crafted and glorious rap beats. Could call it plan B, but I've always been an artist and I've still been painting pictures for sonnets that could be photographs. See, I pour my passion in the pot like a prep in the broth. And rappers chicken, so of course I'll be checking the stock. My tales are dangerous with the power and breadth of an ox. Kept in the lock and key. What a beat.
Very smooth.
Not a cheap trick from a conjurer for a garden party. They tried to sell me the writers, you better started laughing. I'm Partek's army and Papa Rana, the paparazzi. Or want a piece of it cheesy and green like Papa John's be. Or Papa Nazi for being from speech of God to earth.
I want some Papa John's now, you got me hungry, Asham.
No horror
the fuck's no pump, man, I'm kinda hungry.
A semi-Yahweh turn me from common dirt to an Osman word. I've got a curse to reverse the very sands of time. Surpass the mind that gave me powers of the rap archive. I swore to God that I'd use them to bring us back to life. Sit back and let his healing power can bring people back to life. The craftsman was the first one, filled with the spirit to devise artistic designs so children can hear it. We got the power to destroy and the skill to rebuild it. This is the hour to devour the feeling and lyric. Scissor masterfully decadent, spit that liquid gold. The green monster
Man's
is
going
evident,
up on
here
this
to hiss
one.
it cold. I threw a match on the bridge and I washed its secret nose.
I will say, I'll pause it for a second just to say, I kind of like the fire and the delivery on this one, Asham. The kind of like bite that your delivery has to it. I think it's working really well with this constant flow, meshing really nicely with the production. It's going super smooth so far. Also, nice Borderlands 2 reference right there. Killjoy, shout out to Marcus.
It's written scrolls with the ink of old that the living fold. I know the reaper's merciful, he sent to repeat.
And the switches. Nice. Little voice crack delivery, that's smooth.
People off on the run when they see the cobalt hood. Nothing under the sun can appease the ghost spot look. When I'm up in the Monday, I see my goals lost good. Boy, better never catch you only dredging. For excuses from the bottom, from the moldy edge. The barrel trying to preach that I ain't been the coldest legend. Regiment meant it when I said I'm only best in the competition. But I'll wait to get the time right. Cause I do this for the craft, not the limelight. If lovers are but fools, then the heart of gold is pyrite. The way I write, I give you no chances, ride or die. Write or die, chew the umber parchment and it tastes like honey. But to the listener it's bitter in their tasteless tummy. Me and the Mary bringing myriads of miracles. Remedial Ezekiel, a vehicle to lay for
Bro, we're
dust.
almost
And
3
lay for
minutes
rust
in.
with candor for a head
Just
to
been
soul.
Ash's
Give me
verse,
talent
very
together
nice.
to a marigold. I'm very cold, but this verse is kinda getting old. Better it's not the PP and Miri, come on and get it,
He
bro.
said 24 hours now, give me 24
Nice.
minutes. Swear to God, I'ma have this whole show finished. I've been locked in on the road.
Then over to Amiri.
Every post dope, cause I put my whole soul in it. I don't
Let me pause for a second. Amiri sounded really smooth here. That may be my favorite verse from you, Ashem, that I've heard so far. I'm trying to think back because I've enjoyed a lot of your verses before, but this one, that may be my favorite. I mean, it was lengthy. A 3-minute verse is not easy, or well, you know, roughly maybe 2.5 minutes, taking everything into account, but that's not easy to do. And he managed to do it very smoothly, keep a consistent flow going, have some flow switches in there, clever lyricism, and a solid delivery all throughout it. Like, it's one of my favorite verses from you. Hopefully the lag isn't too bad at the moment during this one. Let me know if it's bad for you guys. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it though, Ashem. I am very much enjoying this one. Oh, I clicked play on Google Drive. It's pausing for a second. Hold on.
want you, I need
There we go.
you. When I got a job, then forgot about the features. He can't rap, listen to my music, I'm a teacher. He's a street sweeper, not a peacekeeper. Perfect timing, is urgent rhyming, is worth a diamond. Been working and mining, he surely won't let the serpents find him. He's splurging and buying everything he wants, his wallet crying. Live every 24 hours like my last till I'm dying. Until I'm laying on the stretcher. I've been trying to be better, but I did what they could never. So who gon' keep me in check when everybody playing checkers? The Stairmaster,
Nice.
my favorite machine, cause I'm a stepper, jalapeno pepper hot. Always grinding, I would never stop. Everything I got came from working hard around the clock. Am I ever closing down shop? Probably not. The common denominator is God, so I'm gonna reach the top. Just like they do, been the man since grade 2. Loved how I skate through, but used to hate school. Funny how I'm becoming a ruler and a staple. Went from freestyling and beatboxing.
Ruler and a staple.
Doing shows on the road, now I'm kinda dope. Why would I care that I never made on a roll? Knock a note down like dominoes. Y'all have gotta know, gotta go from the hot to cold to find a pot of gold. Had a dream, not a goal, kinda wasn't probable. I was never logical, I ran through the obstacles. Never known to fold, they call me up to close from coast to coast like Giannis in the post. And let's be honest, when it comes to rhyming, I'm a bean to go. And I
Okay.
don't mean it as a joke. Trying to have y'all like, damn, another one he wrote? From hip-hop to rock to them both to folk. My flow gon' be heard around the whole globe. I don't slow down, homie, I only know go. R.I.P. to Pop Smoke, goofy dude who got jokes. Paint a pic Picasso, add a little sauce on. Let's stir up the pot, whoa, Wake up,
okay.
smell the pot roast, I go loco every
I love
time
it. The
I
length
post.
of the verses
I know,
here.
you probably go
Beautiful.
psycho watching me. I'm crazy like Michael, but I only chase the paper. Ball like I play for the Pacers or Lakers. Pull up with that leg
There's a
to
going,
the
Dillo.
face and erase you. Play my music loud, I don't care about the neighbors. They like, I guess Amiri just walked in, cause I'm the topic, got everybody talking. You don't like my bars, boo-hoo, I ain't stopping until I cop a ghost that I won't let you hop in. Beat the beat up like it's not good at boxing, it's constant. They keep on asking me about when I'm dropping. I don't know, I got so many options and everything's safe cause Amiri been locked in. Goddamn, top tier if we talking raps, run it back every time that I touch.
How we
a
feeling
track.
about this one, everybody?
I'ma keep it 100
I am enjoying this
steps.
track a lot.
I learned how to make
Also
a
for
couple
being,
raps
like,
magic. I just know I can't stand it. I'm foaming at the
unmixed.
mouth when I rap like I'm rabid.
Sounds solid
Nobody
still.
equal me, constantly killing beats for free. I spit machinery, so you probably don't want no beef with me. I mean, just give me 24 minutes. Swear to God, I'ma have this whole show finished, yeah.
Damn.
Well, in 24 hours.
6-minute banger right there. Also, how bad is the lag at the moment? Are we still... It's not as bad as before, right? Like we're... we can get coherent sentences out, right? Should be okay. It looks like it's having its moments. It's a little bit rougher, but overall, I don't think it should be as bad as it was earlier. We may have to go down to 480p, bro. But, yeah, I thought this track was great. like I was saying, Ash, I think that's one of my favorite verses that I've heard from you so far. I thought it was super smooth. And again, it's not easy to write a verse of that length and have it come off as smooth as you did. You know, with a lot of like flow switches, very smooth deliveries across the whole thing, nice bits of wordplay all throughout it. I thought it was great. I thought it made for a fantastic track. The beat was great too. And then the feature as well from Amiri Moreno. I thought that was super smooth. Also, I thought he fit onto the track wonderfully. Having a 6-minute track that is just 2 verses back to back, I think that can be really effective if it's pulled off in the right way. And on this one, it was pulled off in the right way. And I just loved the vibe of the production as well. Almost reminded me of some like throwback Joy Badass style stuff. I'm going to go an 8 on that one. Hey, thank you for that one, Lil Rel. Much appreciated, man. Let me just approve that for the queue. And yeah, I'm going an 8 on that one.
That's good.
Yeah. Enjoyed that a lot. Yep. Back in Scotland for a bit, Michael Moses. That is why the stream quality has died for a bit on this one. We just got to make it work. But sometimes I can't tell if it's the stream lagging or me. Yeah, I'm not too sure. It's going to be a challenge, but we'll get to it. I also think, because I think my friend just got home for a bit, so he's probably also using a bit of the Wi-Fi as well. So it's going to be a little bit of a struggle for a little second here, but we'll get this. We'll get this. Smirko is saying, I like this track, but the production and Amiri's verse are definitely the main reason. I'm not super into Asham's style, but he's definitely a talented rapper. Hey, that's fair. That's fair. You know, to each their own. Not every style is going to work for everybody, so completely understandable. Yeah, as far as it went on my end, I think that's one of my favorite Asham verses. Oh, it was so bad before that the stream wasn't even coming through. Like, people just couldn't hear what I was saying. Like, that's how bad it was, Schmirko. It was cutting off. I had to... We dropped down to, like, under 1,000 kilobits per second, whereas here it seems to be dropping down to, like, 2,000 on some of the rougher moments, but, you know, it was worse before, I think. Believe it or not. But yeah, as long as it's watchable, we'll roll with it. Freezes sometimes, but I don't know if it's the stream or YouTube being YouTube. To be fair, it's hard to tell. But yeah, I really enjoyed that one, Asham. Like I was saying, for me, that one is an 8. I enjoyed it a lot. A really smooth track. Appreciate it. I ate a 64 for breakfast, so this was really fun to write. One of my favorite recent tracks of mine. Yeah, I appreciate it a lot. And like, even with it being unmixed, I feel like I've probably said this a lot of times before, but even if a track is unmixed, if it's like a good core track, especially if it's like a straight up rap track like this, obviously if it's a song that is supposed to be more like melodic or auto-tune focused, or like you're building this kind of world within the music, then the mixing is like a really important part of the song, because it's going to be there to build up the vibe and add to it. On a track like this where you're just straight up laying down a verse over a production for an extended period of time, it's like that has like the leeway to be more raw and still works completely under this unmixed setting. Obviously mixing can enhance it and bring certain things out of it a little bit more, but just listening to it in its unmixed form still works because of that, because it works for the style here. So very smooth stuff, man. Production is by a friend of mine called Jozza. He's so talented, and he's making beats of this caliber in 5 minutes in high school. Then we'll shout out to him for the beats as well, because I thought this was some very smooth, old school style production. I have not played Skate 4, Michael. How would you say it is? I remember being a little bit worried pre-release because it looked like it was going to be very like Fortnite-y, which I play Fortnite. I just don't want to see every game go in that direction. But I've also heard some people say it's actually quite good, so who knows? So with that being said, let's hop on to the next request that we got coming up right here. Next one is Another one coming in from Zaptier. I would hit my another one, soundbite DJ Khaled right here, but I don't have the soundboard with me, so I can't do it. It's real sad. So I guess we just got to say another one. We don't have a soundbite for it. Okay, we got another one right here. Zaptier is saying, continuing from the last message, Zaptier kicked off the queue today. I love the Night Lord's aesthetic, and they happen to, so far, have my favorite trilogy of books written. Probably my last request for a while until I get a new job. Hey, not a problem at all, Zaptier, and good luck on the job hunt. I hope that all goes well. So, let's see what we get on this one. This is Ave Dominus Nox, Night Lord song, original song. Hell yeah. Let me just open up the link here for a second. This is by Stringstorm, apparently. Is this one that you'd recommend with the video, Zaptier, or just taking the song as it is? If there is anything in the video, I'm not sure if it particularly adds anything to it or not. But yeah, if not, we'll just listen to it, see how it goes. Oh, hell yeah, that's what's up, Ocean Spirit Blue. Shout out to Scotland, the place of wonderful Wi-Fi, wonderful weather. All that good stuff. It was literally, the second I stepped off the plane, it was raining. Welcoming me right back with some classic UK weather. Beautiful grey skies and all that. So, let's get this going. Ave Dominus Nox. Thank you for this one, Zaptier. Hopefully, it's as good as the last one. Instrumental by Victor. Guitar and drums by Stefanovsky. Just seeing this in the video here. Lyrics by Mega Karu.
Beneath the skies of eternal night where no sun dares to shine, a world was lost to end.
Taken as is, no problems, Zaptier. Stream is actually smooth now, thank God. We had a rough ride. I wonder if they got lyrics for this on Genius.
A child of darkness, ground in flame. The Emperor's call, a golden light, a fleeting dream on the darkened sky.
I don't think they do it for this one, but it's all good.
With iron might, a storm of war and dread. The Night Lord struck with ghostly light and left the void blood red. Through shattered halls and worlds of change, we carved our justice right.
Got strings going in this one too, I'll turn it up a tad.
The blade became the law, yet the throne of light betrayed. The Lord of Night was cast away. His vision cursed.
Yeah, it's been growing out for a bit, Michael. I need to get a trim though. I'm gonna get it cut tomorrow probably. I was waiting till I come back here because, well, hold on. There is a place I like to go to get my haircut around here, but it closed literally like yesterday, permanently, right as I got here. And I was like, man, that's just my luck. That was my favorite place to go for a trim. And they just shut down, I guess maybe not making enough money. Very sad because they were super chill.
Through shattered stars where none draw near. No gods would raise, no kings obey. Only death shall light our way.
Ooh. Soloing it up. Ooh.
On Tremor's fields the black sun fell, the lion's wrath upon our tide. But Sebedar, the crimson knell, brought doom with laughter by his side. With claims gold sun was burning blades, we stopped the stars unseen, untamed in shadowed halls where nightmares
I'd say for the most part I like this one instrumentally. It's a bit more shaky on the vocals. Not that they're bad or anything, just not entirely clicking for me here, but instrumentally very cool. And again, the lyrics are always fun on something like this.
The sons of curse have come for them. A throne of bones, a realm of lies. The long war calls, none shall survive. We ride upon the
Okay.
Through shattered stars where none draw near. No gods we praise, no kings obey.
R.I.P. CDTV's trim place. It's so sad, see it. They were the best Turkish barber in this area, alright? They were killing it.
The night lord scattered forevermore. No peace, no dawn, no hope remains.
Ooh.
Salve Dominus Nox, chaos reigns.
Nice. At that place as well. I don't know. They really liked Cardi B's music. I thought they were always playing it like for the playing her music videos on the TV in there. It was, it was interesting. It was a cool place. Vocals are not really doing it for me personally. Yeah, I think that for me was the kind of weaker point on this track as well. Sia. I thought the instrumental was pretty cool. This one, I think it's also because we could kind of compare it to the previous one. I feel like the previous one did have a bit of higher production value and just overall cleaner sounds, even a cleaner instrumental. I liked the beat here, but it was a little bit maybe slightly cheaper sounding. Still thought the instrumental was very cool though. Nice guitars in there, guitar solos hit like they should have for me personally. Just the vocals, I wasn't the biggest fan of like the tone of them. Didn't really work as well for me on this track, so that held it back for me a little. I don't hate it or anything like that, I didn't think it was terrible or anything, but just one that didn't click for me as much. Just sounded a little bit rougher around the edges slightly, and the vocals didn't entirely work for me, but it still has a little bit of charm, being what it is. And, I still think this is, it's definitely not the worst video game related music that I've heard. There's some out there that is not so good. This is still slightly on the better end, I would say. I'm going to give this one... Ooh. Maybe it goes... Maybe it gets up to... I'm between a 5 and a 6, to be honest. Because the vocals did hold it back for me, I think with maybe like a bit of a stronger, or maybe even just slightly different vocal performance, it would have pulled it up a bit for me. But I think we'll go 5 on this one. Just because I wasn't feeling it as much as, the one we kicked it off with, which was very strong. This one, not as much of a banger for me. Oh, I missed hearing my own soundboard stuff, man. My own rating system. What a beautiful invention. Damn, I forgot it's almost Halloween. I need to save up to send in a spooky request. I'm looking forward to see what that spooky request would be, the movie Madman. It's a very fun season. I love Halloween. It's probably one of my favorite occasions. Just, as someone that's always loved horror movies, and that's pretty much been my favorite genre of movies growing up, it's like, this is the perfect season for that. I should probably organize what I'm going to watch this month, because we're like 8 days into October. I got to watch some of the classics, give some new stuff a try, maybe catch up on some franchises that I've started but haven't fully finished. There's so much stuff out there to watch, and horror is such a great, beautiful, versatile genre. Need to check it out. Ooh, Alex is saying I plan on checking out Hereditary. Can't wait to see it. Would that be your first viewing of it, Alex? Hereditary is an interesting one because I've watched that movie like 2 or 3 times. The first time I saw it in the theater, actually didn't like it. And not that I disliked it. I was just like, yeah, that's not really for me. Wasn't really big into like A24 stuff at the time in the first place. So yeah, I didn't like it the first time, but each time I've watched it, it's like there's something different I appreciate about it a bit more. And I would say, even when I didn't like it, it is genuinely unsettling, which maybe could also be part of why I didn't like it at first. I was like, that's a bit, just too much anguish for me. But yeah, I think you may enjoy it a lot. Hey, Sia says Hereditary is one of the few horror movies I'd give a 10. Absolutely fair. Check out VHS Halloween. Is it out now, Sia? I actually might. That does sound pretty interesting. I'll check that out for sure. I've only seen one or two of the VHS movies, but VHS Halloween, that's got to work. Come on now. Ooh, horror movie recommendations. It depends on what you've seen, Sheikah, but if you haven't seen anything from the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise or Halloween, the Halloween franchise, 100% recommend those, because probably a couple of my favorite horror movies of all time are the original Halloween and the original Nightmare on Elm Street, which might just be one of my like favorites, like at the top of the list. It's so good. I love the Conjuring movies. The first two in particular. I think the first two are really good. Third one's a bit iffy. Haven't seen the newest one, but I hope it's a good closer. I'll rack my brain for some more good recommendations I got up there. Ooh, the Sinister movies. The first one has one of the most jarring jump scares in a movie I've ever seen. I don't know if it'll spoil it. No, it won't spoil anything to say it. It's the lawnmower part. That is jump out my fucking... Never seen The Sixth Sense, Alex, but because it's like such a cultural thing, like a cultural iconic moment, I know the twist of the movie, even though I haven't seen it yet. And it's like, I kind of know what's going on, but I'd probably still enjoy it, I reckon. I saw Conjuring 3 this weekend and thought it was so boring. It's definitely the weakest one of the first three, Sia. Yeah. So let's get the next one loaded up right here. Next one comes in from the X territory. Thank you very much for this one, Harvey. Let's get this loaded up. The Last Great Train Robbery. Ooh, Last Night in Soho is a good one, Killjoy. Great recommendation there. I wasn't sure how much I would like that one going into it, but actually, yeah, pretty great movie. So, Harvey is saying right here, track 2 on Freeze the Atlantic's self-titled album. Harvey is kind of sending this one in, track by track, week by week. Fun fact, my introduction to these guys was a YouTuber called Colin Furs. He's a nutter from Lancashire who makes the wildest shit, most notably his underground bunker. Damn, okay, I might have to check that out, see what he's doing. So we got Freeze the Atlantic with The Last Great Train Robbery. Let me get a page up for this. Man, missing lyrics on Genius, so we're winging it. Going in raw, as they say. But we can do that. Ooh, Midsummer's one I like. Yeah, I like that one from my first viewing. I still need to see The Substance here. Emily doesn't want to watch it with me because there's some body horror stuff she doesn't do well with, but I need to check that one out. I've heard it's like so good. Okay. Ooh, this one sounds good. The one we heard last week was Welcome Back to Nibelheim. I think that's what it's called. Nice, like that. I like the vocals on this one. I think they mix with the instrumental nicely. Maybe getting a couple little bit rate drops here. Hopefully it's not too severe. Ooh. Okay. I just wish, the only thing is I wish they had lyrics on Genius just so I could, you know, it helps me while I'm listening to Reed just follow it along a little bit better, but I can still make this work. Yeah, those are all great picks for horror movies from this year, Sia. Weapons, Companion, Bring Her Back. I really enjoyed all of those. Oh, it's over already? Man, I was enjoying that. I was vibing out to that one. I can't remember at the moment for some reason what rating I gave to Welcome to Nibelheim, but The Last Great Train Robbery, I really enjoyed this one. I like the way the instrumental sounded, nice tone on the guitars right there. I like the sort of, the way the instrumentals were kind of almost emphasized against the vocals, if that makes sense. You know, say a line, pause for a bit and let the guitars do their thing, gives you know, the vocals and the instrumental equal time to shine, which is very nice. And I really liked how the vocals meshed with the instrumental on this one. Sinners is a great one. Chica, that's an amazing movie. Yeah, really good one right there. I thought this was really good. I enjoyed this one. The only small gripe I have with it is not even with the song itself, but it's just that the lyrics aren't transcribed on Genius. So, you know, that makes it a little bit easier to kind of follow along with everything and, you know, kind of maybe tie things together a little bit better rather than just taking the lyrics in one stream all at once and maybe missing a couple of things or missing how things tie together. But yeah, I really like the sound of this one, and I think this was a solid track from Freeze the Atlantic. So I'm going to give this one strong 7. Maybe could go up to 8 on a re-listen. Yeah, really enjoyed this listen. Cool instrumental, good vocals, couldn't ask for much more. Now this one, should this one be doubling? Let me know if that doubled. It shouldn't have. I changed the setting, but it doesn't seem to have affected it for some reason. Sinners is your new favorite movie of all time. Completely fair, Killjoy. Yeah, I thought it made for a great watch. Definitely one of the best recent horror films I've seen, I would say. I've seen the first Wolf Creek movie, Droga. I enjoyed it. It's definitely one that is kind of on the brutal end of things. It's quite a visceral movie, but I did enjoy it. I haven't seen anything past that, but you know, I thought it was a pretty solid one. I think I watched it on Tubi. Tubi has a pretty underrated horror library. I think I saw someone recently saying that. Oh wait, hold on. My well, I guess former roommate, mate who I'm staying with here, has just messaged me and said, if you end up having internet issues, unplug my Xbox and PS5 from the wall in case they're doing game updates. Maybe that's been part of the issue. Maybe that's been it. You know, I didn't do that, but I appreciate him letting me know that. That could actually help out a little bit, because we are having some pretty hefty bitrate drops right now, but I am just about to take a bathroom break, so I can sort that out while I'm doing that, and maybe that'll make the ride a little bit smoother, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. The next request we will have coming up after this is from Will Anderson Edwards. Ocean Spirit Blue, you are up next. Your request looks very interesting, so we're gonna see what it is right after well, you guys will see what it is. I've seen what it is, but you guys will see what it is right when I get back from the bathroom break I am about to take. I'll play you guys some music while I'm away right here. I have MF Dub up in front of me, so we'll just go for that. Hang on. Man, the Spotify UI is much larger on this laptop. I quite like this. It's one of the only things that is more readable on this screen for some reason. You know, everything else is smaller because it's a smaller screen, but for some reason, everything on Spotify is larger. Yeah, there we go. That's a banger. Oh no, wait, this one. This is a good one. And then I'll put this up next, add that to the queue. Add that to the queue. And add that to the queue. And I'll probably be back right around the time this track is done here. Might be a bit of delay. Okay, well, hopefully I'll see if, turning off the PS5 and the Xbox helps that out. But yeah, I will be back in a couple of minutes, guys. Play you some music. And yeah, when I get back, we will jump right back into the queue. So I'll see you guys shortly. What does the taking a break screen look like here? I haven't updated it on here. So it might be an old one. Oh, it's just like that. Okay, well, I will see you guys soon. Enjoy a little bit of Doom.
Darker than the East River, larger than the Empire State, where the beast who guard the barbed wire gate is on the job, not my fate. Tired of the wait till the villain bring deliverance from the dire straits, fire at a higher rate. Want to bake the liars, flyers scatter by a plate, isolate the wires. Try the straight pliers, if not the vice grips. A real price saver way to acquire nice whips. What a steal for real on wheels of steel. Stunner, a fun of summer, #1 meal deal bummer. A bizarre phenomenon is your armor on. Take your cash karma or break your fast Ramadan. Transacts on drama. Oh, come on, Barney. Clack, clack, pardon me. Whack rap, concarney. He came to feed the children's like Sally Struthers. After that, he's going back to Cali Wisdom. Wilder than the Nile, hold power like the Great Pyramids of Giza and stay leaning like the Tower of Pisa. Give him something he can feel, that softer squeezer. Roar with the pen and on the mic off the heezer. Get shot off that wide-eyed talk, and if he had a pot, he'd still piss on the sidewalk. You can't take the street out the street person, looking for the perfect beat, coercing into heat person. They couldn't spot him on a spot date, got the only tape that come with a free hot plate. Whoever do get to see me sing with the 3D ring sitting stationary like BB King could see how it really sting. It ain't no front row, standing room only at the motocross stunt show. The roughest ain't up to snuffleupagus. Me and Sub is like the Brown Smothers brothers. Vaster than the 7 seas, bigger than Mount Kilimanjaro. If they don't know, fill them in tomorrow on the horror show. A mental note, return Bob's record. Swear to God, before he gets a job, he robs Eckerd. Blessed with a hot flow, tested it, got dough. Invested and stressed the best to finesse a opto. As I reminisce, never forgot when I was very broke. Shot the Henny straight, couldn't afford to cop the cherry coke. Or should I say broke with wealth, to know enough to give them just enough rope to yoke they self. Plan B before I take the ring and pawn it. The long arm of the law couldn't even put their fingers on it. Doggone it, do the statistics. How he busts lyrics is too futuristic for ballistics and far too eccentric for forensics. I dedicate this mix to Sub Rock, the hip hop Hendrix. Give it a sec for the pain to start. This wreck right here, it ain't for the faint of heart. They thought they saw the worst verse from the team of G-men who seemed like nerds at first. Once they get to know us, people dig us. Leaders in the fight for equal rights for niggas. Inventor of the more demented, the flow, no doubt doubt it. Just go for it if you're about it, or ride it. Whatever's clever, the master foe, whoever hook or hurt her. But now, ho no, if we see tomorrow, the next day class is the villain in the back with the x-ray glasses. Have no fear, the ninja here. Feeling like the tinge in your ear from drinking ginger beer. When it's on, local head gon' lay low and heat it like beef patty, cocoa bread con queso. If you say so, lace the whole caseload. They say wear a metal mask in case his face show. He told them they flows, bitch talking Ayos. His whole crew walk with pitchfork and halos. Say ho if you never worked the J.O. and keep more cash in the stash than a pay show. Okay, yo, y'all know who to follow. Tie him up in the crib and leave they place hollow. Oh shoot, the goose she's loose. So wild you couldn't chase it down with straight fruit juice. Frown like the first time you taste couscous. Stash the deuce. Troops asking truce. Today on Intense Rec Week, we have the super villain in his own defense to speak. It's all part of my mental techniques, available to freaks and pencil neck geeks. Train the same brain to an insane train of thought. On a campaign trail, he came to gain your support. Charge cash for an autograph. Say some shit to make your daughter laugh and slaughter the ass.
What banger right here.
Big screen like Steve McQueen. Do something and never be back once he leave the scene. Keep more medicated pads than Stridex for his own side wreck with no known side effects.
How we doing, everybody? We're back.
So what when he...
Hopefully it's not too scuffed right now. There hasn't been any lag during Doom, and I can respect the internet for that. Okay, maybe we're getting somewhere. Maybe. It still looks very rough for me on the OBS side of things, but hopefully it's not too bad, you know? I am indeed in a different room today, Amir Aardvark. I'm in a different country today, back in Scotland. So, yeah. It's back in sync. Okay. We should be alright. We got this, ladies and jellyfish. So, with that being said, let's hop into the next request that we got right here. I turned off my my friend's PS5 and Xbox, so just in case they were doing any automatic updates, that should be solved now. But we'll see if we can make it through this. Alright, it's just for a couple weeks. Alright, this stream and next week's stream are the only two that I'm doing here. Then I'll be back in Toronto with, some city Wi-Fi. It's the difference between, city Wi-Fi and out in the middle of nowhere Wi-Fi. So, next one comes in from Will Anderson Edwards, aka Ocean Spirit Blue. Let's get this loaded up right here. Oh my god. Yay! AI Screamo cover of World War III. AI gone wrong. I think you could say that again. This is going to be something a little bit different right here. So it was like was it a 2-minute delay for the live chat before? I was wondering, it was like there was a bit earlier on in the stream where it's like, it looked like the chat just solidly died. And then, I would like, refer to the chat or like ask a question, and it would take a long time before like a response to it would come through. That must have been what it is. The lag. The delay. But we should be okay now. So, Will Anderson Edwards is saying for this one, this will be my last request I will do, and then next request will be my debut album, PTSD. Okay, looking forward to hearing it, man. Thought I would do a fun one, as it's the last one I will do for a bit. This is a pure guilty pleasure, so bad it's good type thing. Well, let's see how this turns out right here, okay? Oh, wow, yeah, I didn't realize the delay was so bad. That explains a lot. That makes sense, though. Oh, yeah, I was very happy that I could stay here, Sia, and, my bedroom in here that I was staying in before, pretty much been untouched, so I was very lucky that I could just come back and stay here, and got my desk still here and everything, so it was definitely pretty convenient for sure.
She wanna hop in a Rari. She wanna hop in a Rari.
Oh god, this is gonna be something else, man.
She wanna hop in a Rari. I love Hitler nigger. She wanna hop in a Rari. She wanna hop in a Rari.
God.
I love Hitler nigger. I see that look in her eyes. She wanna hop in a ride. I said, are you ready to die? I said,
can't believe the Kanye arc. Oh, there it is.
But how am I acting like Hitler when I'm a fucking nigger? They telling me get off of Twitter. I voted for Trump, not Biden. Know some niggas that went to that island. Why the fuck would you go to that island? Went to the dentist to give me some nitrate. Went to the dentist to put
I like how obviously it's the same melodies and stuff, but even with the, the AI Screamo version of it, which, oh, how do you even make this with an AI filter? You can still tell that it's a Dave Blunt's melody right here. I don't know why, but it comes through. When are we getting straight up metal Dave Blunts? Can't believe this is really a thing, Alex. The she wanna hop in a Rari part is kind of funny. Real lyrics from a Kanye song. Now, whether Kanye actually... Every time I try to speak, it's just like a new flashbang. I can't even speak during this. Speechless.
Of
course the stream smooths out for this one, man. Oh my god. So I'm assuming this is like like it's an AI voice overlay. It's not an actual guy saying this, right? Yeah, Screamo N-word is insane. That is something else right there. The fact that this comes from an actual song, at least released under the Ye name, whether or not it's Kanye actually saying it, I believe a lot of the tracks from World War III are actually just Dave Blunt's vocals with a Kanye voice filter laid over them, or Dave Blunt just did reference tracks and Kanye did actually record over them. At this point, it's so back and forth I can barely like keep up with it, what's actually going on. But yeah, this was something else. Oh, this was uploaded to the YouTube channel Emo Yeezy, and it says it was performed by AI. So it is fully just like some sort of AI filtered thing right here, but my god. This is something else right here. It doesn't help that the AI sounds like white. Yeah, it's not ideal. Had Kanye reached the point of no return at this point? Yeah, I would say he reached the... Maybe before this point, like before he made this song. But, you know, this is him just like really kind of embracing the... I guess, could you call it rage bait? It's rage bait that he's doing, right? It's hard to tell where the line or where his thoughts and opinions actually are. I don't know. He's like a one of the world's richest trolls at this point. What do you even rate that, man? Made me laugh. It also made me recoil in shame at hearing it. It was a very interesting experience that made me kind of go through the gamut of human emotions. And in some ways, music is supposed to make you do that, but, you know, it can always result in some interesting moments. We'll go with 3 on that one.
Don't care. Don't care. Still don't care. I don't care.
Ah, that was the 3 sound. I forgot what it was for a minute. Depending on how you look at it, Kanye reached the point of no return a long time ago. Yeah, I think you're right, Killjoy. It's been really, if you look at like the history of everything, it's been a long, slow descent for like most of the 2020s, probably even before then. I remember the first time he had like a major sort of like incident that I remember that looked really concerning was around the time of his Ye project releasing. And he was tweeting out a bunch of concerning stuff. I think he locked himself in a room. Kim was trying to get in there, and it was just like everything was like going crazy. But yeah, it's just went downhill and downhill and downhill, and I'm sure he'll somehow find a way to push it further downhill in the near future. He's been, as far as I can recall, relatively quiet lately, or maybe I've just been blocking it out. But yeah, I'm sure he'll find a way to bring it back down there, make it rough again. As a person, he definitely did Killjoy, but I think it was a bit easier to look past because his music was still good. But this right here, see, that's the thing as well. People will get a pass for a lot of stuff if they're making like iconic music, right? That's just the way it is. People give musicians who are really good at what they do a pass for more things, whatever the reasoning behind that may be. That's just kind of how it is for the most part. But Kanye is making like ass music now too, so it's like there's less and less things people are giving a pass because there's less of a defense you can make for like separate the art from the artist, because the art is kind of becoming garbage too. So like, what can you really do at that point? So let's see what we got going on to the next one. Thank you for sending that one in, Ocean Spirit Blue. We definitely ended that on an interesting one for your last song request, at least for now. So thank you for that one, man. I appreciate it. So the next one that we have in the queue comes from... Oh, no. We're not hearing that again. Streamlabs was trying to boom me. And we're trying to play this again. So, yeah, let's get the next one loaded up right here. Comes in from Yoshi X34. Our first kind of longer one for the day. Looks like it's, I can do this math, like 23 minutes roughly, I'm guessing, for this request. A little sort of EP length one. Thank you for this one, Yoshi. Good to see you in here, man.
Hi, everyone. A few
Hello.
small...
How are you doing, Mr. Fantano? Oh, yeah, the Bad Bunny situation. Ah, America. What a lovely place, eh? To me, no music is good enough to be doing what Kanye is doing. I mean, that's true as well. Like, even if he put out an all-timer album, let's say tomorrow, it definitely doesn't erase what he's been doing recently, and it's still something you got to kind of keep in mind forever at this point. It's like, it's what's happened, right? Can't really just put that one back in the box. I would like to remind you that he said he was going to beat up Pete Davidson for dating Kim after they got divorced on wax this decade, and so much happened. No one ever remembers that. Yeah, that one was ridiculous as well, Killjoy, because I remember Kanye specifically saying that God saved Kanye from his near-fatal car crash so that in the future he could go up and beat Pete Davidson, which is like, okay, so, you know, God saved you from your car crash so that you could eventually beat up a man who was a child at the time that you had that accident. Like, that's where this man's brain was going. So let's see what we get right here from Yoshi X34 on this one. We have a Google Doc attached to this one. Google Docky, and Yoshi is saying playlist of songs inside the document. Sorry for yapping a bit in this document. You also have editing access. I could mess it all up. I could delete everything if I wanted to in here. Not going to do that though, Yoshi, don't worry. And no problem about the yapping. I yap a lot too, so I get it. Let me just see what we got right here. Oh, we got a little bit rate drop right there. All right. Let's see. Very curious what we're going to get. So, Yoshi X34 is saying in the Google Docky right here, hello CDTV, if you are seeing this, which I am, then that means I have correctly sent this request in. Let's go. And I welcome you to what I'm simply calling an assortment of songs from the Roblox game Forsaken. Okay. Forsaken is an asymmetrical horror game where a group of 1 to 8 survivors go against one killer, where their goal is to survive and fight back against the killer until the time runs out. If you're confused, simply it's like the game Dead by Daylight, but with Roblox characters as the survivors and killers. Alright, sounds pretty fun. Roblox is basically just like a bunch of games within a game, right? Hopefully the stream isn't too busted right now. Yeah, it's looking, it's a pretty rough bit rate. Yikes. Hopefully it'll make a recovery soon. Also, hopefully the quality gets a little bit later. I don't know if this like affects it at all, but technically, super late at night, like less people in general are going to be using their Wi-Fi, so maybe it's going to work a little bit better then. I don't know, outside of peak times, is that how this works? But the reason I'm requesting this is obviously due to the music that Forsaken has. Each killer has their own dedicated chase theme, and specific skins for those killers have their own unique chase themes. So I handpicked 12 different songs from the game's OST for you to listen to. I will link a playlist of these 12 songs in the Google document, mainly because these aren't on Spotify right now, and there are specific versions that I want you to listen to. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, it's definitely delayed a bit. I'm just seeing Sia saying Google Docky now, so it's probably a bit behind. Side note, each song aside from the last two songs have a little system within them. They have about 2 to 3 layers of build-up before the actual chase theme. In Forsaken, the actual game, as the killer gets closer and closer to you, there are different layers that are played to signify that the killer is closer to you. That's a nice little touch. Layer 1 is far away. Layer 2 is closer, and layer 3 is really close, but not right next to you. And then finally, the chase theme plays when the killer is actively chasing you. I'm explaining this now in case you were to ask what the layers meant. Okay, that makes sense. Is the stream buffering like crazy for others? Yeah, maybe like a little rough for a second right here. Hopefully it's not too bad when we're getting around to the music, and hopefully it doesn't lag on the VOD as well, so that I can, you know, for anybody who wants to see their request, hopefully in a better quality, I can download the stream and send it as a VOD request to you guys. Hopefully the VOD is going to be smooth. I'm not too sure how it would work in that sense, if the VOD is going to be laggy too, but hopefully that's not the case. Man, it's going to be a rough couple of weeks of streams here. Well, it's only 2 streams, right? But hopefully it's at least viewable, so we shall see. An additional side note, most of the YouTube videos have audio visualizers, so if you wish to show those on stream, you can go ahead and do so. If you are worried about copyright, these songs have been used in many streams and videos. The devs don't care about taking ad revenue, lol. I'll mention when the song uses a visualizer. So I have the playlist link right here. Gonna open that up. There we go. All right, so 12 tracks in here. Yeah, we'll see how long it takes that message to show up for you guys. See ya. Hey, see you, Killjoy. Appreciate you joining in as always, man. And I do agree with you. These Scottish Wi-Fi providers have got to step it up, bro. Unacceptable. So, playlist link right here. I'm also going to give a brief description of each song before you listen to them, if you don't mind. Not, oh, Yoshi, that's completely fine. This will provide a bit of context to the song. So, we're starting off with, is this like a category here for, okay, wait, so slasher, and then I'm assuming these are different, like, what's it called? Layers, right? I was going to say phases, layers on each part, maybe. So the first one we got here is Famine. Let's get this up here. Oh man, my Wi-Fi is struggling to even load it as a as a YouTube video. So, Famine is the first song listed. Famine plays when you are using the Pursuer Slasher skin. In the title it will say Jason, but in recent months Jason was redesigned to Slasher for copyright reasons. Okay, so Slasher is the character right here. The main things worth noting about this song is that this skin is a collaboration with another asymmetrical Roblox horror game that was inspired by Forsaken called Die of Death. Very nice. Also, canonically, the harmonica you will hear in the song is played by the Pursuer after he found it off a dead survivor's body. Okay, there we go. So, I guess for these I'll put song name text on the screen. I feel like that would make sense. Okay, so it's, let's just put this as Forsaken OST in the artist name, just to keep things nice and simple. And we'll put this one as Famine. So I was trying to think what I should put in like the sort of like artist section of the song name text. I think just Forsaken OST makes sense. So let's go. Let's see what we're going to get right here and get it going. Thank you very much for this request right here, Yoshi. And how is the stream right now, by the way? Let me know when you guys hear this, because I don't know what the kind of lag is like at the moment. How rough it is. We're getting some pretty hefty bitrate drops again. Are we going to have to start streaming in, we might have to start streaming in 480p, man. I wonder if I could see it actually, if I look at it on my phone, which I've got connected to 4G just now, so it's not going to use any further bandwidth. Let me see if I just get it up in front of me, what it looks like. Okay, I mean, it doesn't look super laggy for me at the moment. But in terms of you guys being behind, yeah, you're probably pretty behind right now. So I'm gonna start playing the song right here, and hopefully everything is gonna be okay. So let's see what we get right here with Famine, and of course Yoshi. I could send you the VOD for this stream as well. Hopefully it won't be laggy, and you'll be able to watch it back. Hopefully a little bit smoother. My apologies for the way this is going. I really didn't realize it would be this scuffed. Okay. Sorry, just typing out a message to you there as well, Yoshi, to say that we're waiting for it to catch up. Man, the track goes pretty hard. Okay. I can't tell if this would get me anxious while being pursued in the game, or if I'd just be kind of busting it down a little bit. It's so funny the delay in which I'm seeing the information at. So Yoshi is saying, so the names are the specific killers, which I think was what I was wondering about in the Google Doc a little bit. This is going to be one of my weirdest streams of all time, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. I mean, a good bit of intensity to it. Like I said, it was still a bit of a bumping track, though. Like, if I was being pursued in the game and this was playing, I wouldn't know whether I would be a little bit anxious, a little bit terrified, or whether I'd be grooving. Maybe grooving a little bit to that one. I thought it had a pretty cool sound to it. And yeah, as far as, like, I've never necessarily been interested in the game of Roblox. Never really played it myself. It's not something I ever got into, really. But so I wasn't sure how the music was going to be from it, but I think overall this started off pretty cool, pretty energetic. I enjoyed that one. Oh, stream might have just jumped forward there a little bit. I'm not too sure. I'm going to give that one... We'll start off nice and smooth with a 7, I'd say. Yeah. Man, this is going to be a bizarre stream. It's like I'm going to be talking to myself, essentially. Okay, we should be streaming again, this time in glorious 480p. I don't know if it's going to jump us forward here. Maybe the stream will, like, catch back up to where it was again. Hello. Okay, so, Yoshi, a question here. Did you manage to see my... oh, fuck, it's still dipping, though, a bit. Did you manage to see my... reaction to Banana Bus Breakdown? I'm not sure if that came through or not. This is genuinely, like, is this even like a normal level of bad Wi-Fi? Or is this just like some next level shit that should not even be legal? Bitrate is a big factor too. Yeah, I guess for 480p it requires a lower bitrate. So we're already down at 7,000 kilobits per second, but I guess 480p needs even less than that. Even if I put it down though, I think it still can't manage it. Holy. Famine was the last thing we saw. Okay. Yeah, because I did Banana Bus Breakdown as well, but I guess that didn't show up. What is it like just now? Like, is it bad right now? Stream plays 3 seconds, then freezes for 5 to 10. It's a shame because it started working again when we did switched it to 720p. Yeah, we might have to do the old refund at this point. This was fucking horrible, this Wi-Fi. Okay, yeah. You know what? Every request past this point... Yeah, every request past this point, I'll probably just refund it. We'll try and do this on another day. Like I said, I'll see what the Wi-Fi is like back at my house and see what things are like there. Maybe that'll be a bit better. They actually have fiber in that area, so it might be okay. Here, this is just like absolutely cooked. So yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear me. Like, I don't know if it's up to date right now, but yeah, sadly, I'm gonna have to refund everybody on that. Obviously, you know, if you're not gonna see the reaction to your requests, then it'll be refunded. I'll refund this one too, Yoshi, because we only did like 2 tracks, and you know, you could send it on another day if you would like to. But yeah, everybody who sent in stuff today, you could send it in maybe next time. Where hopefully things will be a little bit better. Interesting, Scarecrow. I use like a much higher bitrate for a 1080p 60 FPS, but usually, you know, it's more manageable when the Wi-Fi is a little bit stronger. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna type this out in the live chat. Yeah, this is pretty rough. Pretty rough right here. Hold on. Literally struggling to hit 2000 bit rate. All right, so yeah, everybody who hasn't had a reaction to their request so far, again, I don't think it's even up to date right now, so I'm kind of speaking to nobody, but yeah, I will refund your request. You'll get all the money back for it. It sucks, man. It sucks that the Wi-Fi is cooked because you lose a little bit of money on refunds because it's like PayPal's transaction fees and whatever, but it doesn't really matter that much as long as you guys get your money back for not being able to see the requests. So with that being said, that's a pretty depressing end to the stream, but I'll try and have a better setup for next time. And it'll probably just be for next week's stream. I don't think I'll be able to do one tomorrow. So we'll probably just do next Wednesday, see if we can get that to work. But yeah, with that being said, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I really appreciate the patience of everybody who's stuck it out for this.